are suffering because of it. One of the best ways to overcome this is to build the nature to its former glory. We are making a lot of effort to achieve it, but our efforts are falling short. The wood usage throughout the world is very high, and it dominates our efforts. About 40 to 50% of the raw wood material becomes residue when the bricks are processed every year. We intend to use this residue to fabricate materials that can be used to make household objects such as chairs, tables, tiles, and building materials like bricks, etc. By this, we will be able to prevent the residue from falling into the nature and thereby reducing pollution. Now, let's talk about the product pricing. As for the price point, we tallied our production cost with the distribution charges. We also talked with the experts on India Mart and businessmen in the wood industries and settled on the price 2000 per meter cube for the material. Now, let's talk about our product. As for our idea, it's easy to convert our idea into a venture. Our closest competition will be the wood processing industries, but our idea of using the residue wood to fabricate a material that can be used as an alternative for wood is unique. Our product has a high specific strength than the normal wood. It also possesses resistance to water. This will allow our material to stand above others. Now, let's talk about the product tolerance. As long as there is a need for materials to fabricate wood-based furnitures and other wood-based products, there will be a need for our material. Our intention of using waste will boost our market. As for whether we have a sizable market, we say we do. We will need the government support for certifying our material and licensing it. We will also need the government to support us in our venture for achieving a great degree of success. We do believe that our idea is unique and it's easy to convert our idea into a venture. Our trial costs were a bit high, but mass production will reduce our cost to a great degree. We have gone through all the requirements for patenting the work, and we believe that it will not be possible to protect our work. Our potential customers are the wood distributors and carpenters. We also came up with the idea of using plastic waste along with the wood residue to fabricate the material by 3D printing or compression molding. This will reduce the cost by a great degree and will also reduce the amount of waste being disposed into the nature, and thus we can contribute to more environment protection. As for our distribution strategy, we intend to use online shopping websites such as India Mart, Amazon, and others to spread our word and to expand our business. We also intend to take aid from the current food distributors and processors to make our material reach our potential consumers. We intend to offer a 15% profit to our distributors. Our distributors' effort will be to increase our customer number and develop our supply chain. Let's talk about customer validation. Our product is waterproof. It has high specific strength, and since the product can be fabricated in any shape, there will be no residue waste. Let's see how the material is, shall we? First, we shall have a look onto the texture of the material. As you can see, the material has a smooth finish and has a glossy texture. The material came just right. It's of the shape of the mold. It has some imperfections, but they can be covered by placing another layer of the material above this. Now, let's check the weight of the material. The material is 30 cm in length, 20 cm in breadth, and has a thickness of 3.5 cm. As you can see, the material is approximately 700 grams, which is quite less for this size. Now, let's check its interaction with water. Here is a glass of water. I am going to pour on the material. Let's see how it. As you can see, all the water falls from the material down to the ground. And there is no water left on the material. And just by rubbing, you can see that the material has become dry. must be lightweight and possess high strength for the carpenter to make something out of it. And your material satisfies all these requirements. Let's make a change in deforestation. Go green, go pollution free.